Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So where are we today? It's Wednesday the 24th of September, it's just gone 11:30 in the morning and it's travel home day, so it's time to check out. So I'll do a quick run around the apartment, make sure I haven't left anything behind, and then grab a couple of drinks from the mini market down there. The flight's not till late this evening, so I've got a few hours to play with, so grab a couple of drinks and then probably go to Skyview, enjoy some more aircraft and have a brunch. Bit late for breakfast now, have a bit of brunch, and there's also a monastery down below nearby, so I'd like to go and take a look at that. So we'll have a little meander, a little wander around the village of Kanoni and see what we can see, and then I'll do a separate video for travel home if anybody wants to join me on the journey home, so we can have a look inside Corfu International Airport, but that'll be on a separate video. But right now it's time to check out and have a quick look around the apartment, and as always, let's take a look. So a quick walk round, make sure I haven't left anything behind. I don't think I have, I've checked fairly thoroughly. Only certain things you have to be really careful of, nothing left in the kitchen here. Absolutely superb apartment, it really has been. Bathroom, I haven't left anything in here. Bits and pieces. Bedroom, clear. I think we're all ready. So let's get down and get a couple of cold drinks. So here I am just at the mini market, just pick up a couple of drinks to keep me going throughout the day. And then I'm going to walk the 10-minute walk up to, we wanted to be in shot then. So, walk the 10-minute walk up to Skyview, get a bit of brunch, look at some aircraft, and then, as I say, there's this monastery that I'd like to find. So let's take a look. Well, this really is such a lovely little walk up this, well, I can only describe it as a country lane really, flanked by lots of trees and shrubs and bushes. They've got the climate here, the rain, plenty of sunshine and the fertile soil, so it's very green. Corfu, there's a bus coming here. There's no pavements either, which seems to be true of a lot of Corfu, so I'll just move out the way of this bus. So you have to keep alert. I mean, it's one way, so I'm walking towards the oncoming traffic so I can see what's coming. But yeah, it's just like a little country road really, with some villas and apartments. It's really nice. I'm in the shade here. I think it's about, I don't know, must be 28, 30 degrees already. There's another coach coming here. I'm going to have to step to one side or get flattened. That's better, safe again. So yeah, it's quite a nice little 10-minute walk up here. And we'll find Skyview and have a look at some, see what they've got on offer for lunch, brunch. There goes the double-decker sightseeing bus. So there's a couple of restaurants here where we were earlier, and or in the previous video, the coaches seem to turn here, but I hang a right down here to Skyfall. I think I prefer Skyfall. It's a better position, better view. Another little restaurant over there, Corfu. So there are some fantastic views up here. Oh yes, here I am back at, I keep wanting to say Skyfall. One of my subscribers did make a very funny comment, Skyfall. She said she'd rather see Daniel Craig. I can understand that. Daniel Craig, me? Oh, it's Daniel Craig, isn't it? So we'll pop in, see if we can get a little bit of brunch, see what they've got on offer. I'd like a baguette, something like that, something simple. But look at the size of that bottle of Campari there. It's enormous. Let's go in and see what's happening. Just such a lovely little restaurant there this is, and just look at that terrace there, overlooking the runway, the ocean, the mountains. There's the runway. We're going to see some more aircraft, purely for my benefit, of course. But if you want to watch, you can. So I've been lucky. I've got my armchair position there. There's the bag. There's the table. Another armchair there if you need it. It's just lovely. Plush armchairs. This view. So I'm not going to have breakfast, I'm going to have brunch. I'm going to have like a club sandwich or maybe a wrap or something. So I've ordered one of those coffees again, Despresso, Fredespresso, which is Greek iced coffee with a tiny bit of syrup because it really has got a kick like a mule. So we'll sit down and we'll enjoy that. Just look at this, I could look at this forever. So here's my Greek iced coffee. I'm going to taste it in a moment. It's really nice. Got a kick like a mule. There's the menu, there's the coffee. Here's my view, and that's a Jet 2, just about to pull the lever back and produce full thrust, but we'll hear it. There we go, it's at the top of the runway, and that'll be me in a few hours' time. Engines are coming up, and full thrust. Wow, that is something. For me, that is just such a joy. I've been so lucky on this trip. I know I'm an aviation sport, but I like it. So I'm going to go for the smoked salmon wrap, which is fresh smoked salmon, cream cheese, fresh onion, crispy lettuce, lemon fillet and lime zest wrapped in a soft tortilla, €9. And then you've got your coffee here. Iced coffee I think is €4.50. So as I say, never going to be cheap as chips, but that looks like a nice brunch. And with this view, well, I'm loving it. Let's give this Greek iced coffee a try. Oh my God, that is good. I mean, that is coffee in overdrive. A tiny bit of syrup in there, otherwise it's just a bit too bitter, but wow. If you like a coffee as I do, and an iced coffee, I mean, that is much stronger than one you get back in London. Greek coffee as such, I don't like hot coffee, but this iced coffee is absolutely delicious, especially on a hot day. So let's get this smoked salmon wrap ordered and just relax for a few minutes. The guy is a really kind guy. They've pre-ordered my taxi for 6:30. As long as I'm at the airport by 7 this evening, I'll be happy. It gives me 3 hours. I know what you're saying, 3 hours, Kev, you don't need 3 hours at Corfu International Airport. I just, in case of any mishaps, a bit of extra time allowed. You know, I tend to go belt and braces with airports. So let's enjoy and relax for a few moments. Well, the smoked salmon wrap has arrived. Looks lovely actually. I'm not going to open it up. Damn flies. I'm not having any in my brunch. It looks lovely, so we'll give it a try and see what we think. This has got to sustain me. Flies, go away. Well, let's give it a try and see what we think. Looks quite generously filled. A lot of lettuce in there, but hopefully there's some salmon. I can see a bit of salmon anyway. But let's give it a try, see what it tastes like. Certainly a bit of a zing to it. This is quite tasty actually. The salmon wrap was €9 and the coffee $4.50, so $13.50. A little $4.50. Yeah, the maths has gone to pot here. $13.50. So let's continue. This is my kind of brunch. Lovely position, Greek iced coffee, and watching the aircraft on the runway take off and land. For me, head in heaven. It's actually really nice. There's a few annoying little flies. I want to share my brunch with me. They're not having any. Nice. Very nice. A little sip of Greek iced coffee. I like this. So I'm not a lover of Greek coffee, but the iced coffee with just a tad of syrup. Oh wow. I mean, you really know you're getting coffee in that drink. Let's try the second half. Let's give it a go. Just waiting for another one, taxi, or another one to come in. There's a inspection car over there just doing a circuit of the runway. I was just checking for any debris, make sure it's safe. When I finish the brunch, the salmon wrap, we'll have a walk down that way and find this monastery. It showed up on my search, so we'll take a look at that. Really nice. Let's get this finished. Relax with a bit more iced coffee and then pay the bill, and we'll have a wander. Very nice. Don't know if the camera picks up. There's someone actually rowing a boat just there next to the runway. Now, how often can you say you saw someone rowing a boat next to an international airport's runway? Well, that's brunch sorted and very tasty. Let's go down that way and see if we can find this monastery. Let's take a look. So I just made my way down the hill to what looks like a very small country road. It feels very rural, as a lot of Corfu does. It was the same in Sidari. So I'll turn you around and you can see what I can see. I'm looking for the Vlacherna Monastery, or the Monastery of Vlacherna. So it's a very narrow little road. I say there's no pavements whatsoever. Well, I'm pleased I did the short walk down the hill, about 5 or 10 minutes. There's some fruit there because it brings you out to this. So you're at sea level now, and I think just over there that must be the monastery at the end of the causeway. Well, there's seclusion for you. Wow, and there's a plane coming in the distance. So yeah, this is we'll walk along the causeway and see if we can get into the monastery. Let's take a look. One coming in behind me. These bad boys just taking a rest from the midday sun. Let's take a walk along this causeway and see if we can have a peek inside the monastery. Well, I promised you the ocean and a small beach, and there's plenty of watering holes here down by the causeway, so you can get something to eat and drink. It's lovely down here, lovely cool breeze. Well, you can take boat trips from here. There's one just going out now. Here's the causeway. This is what I'm looking at. Absolutely stunning. And there's the monastery just ahead with a couple of bells. Let's go and take a look. Here we have it, the Vlacherna Monastery of Kanoni. Let's go in. What a beautiful little monastery. Such a secluded little spot. I don't think there's any lighting here, so it must be very dark at night. Just look at that. Let's go in and take a look. Wow, sort of little courtyard area here, planted out. Looks like maybe it's just a little gift shop here. What's in here? Oh wow. Let's go in. Just a tiny little chapel for prayer. It's lovely, it's tiny in here. Wow. A little bit of stained glass up there. Another tiny little chapel with candles burning over there. Let's have a quick look. Wow, just a tiny little area for candles, ventilated. That's lovely. And an incy-wincy tiny little gift shop here. All sorts of knickknacks, bits and pieces. So I wonder who lived here. Maybe monks lived here years ago, I don't know. Traditional olive oil products and cosmetics. Very nice. And some very narrow little steps here just leading to the bells. So I wonder if they ring at all. Who knows? Here we go. So maybe monks did live here years ago, but now it's just a little gift shop, a chapel, and a tiny little room for burning candles. With an airport feet away. Plane's landing. Oh, a twin prop there. Absolutely lovely, lovely breeze here. Well, I'm going to wander around the back of the building here and get out one of my cold cokes. I presume it's still cold in my backpack. And just listen to the peace and serenity, the lapping of the waves against the rocks. It's absolutely lovely, so peaceful until one comes into land. I wonder if he's caught anything. It's still cold, that's good. Well, there's the runway. Well, here's one taxiing, just about to make his turn, ready for takeoff. That's the British Airways, looks like a 757. It's making his turn. If it is a 757, they have Rolls-Royce engines, even more power. Blowing the water behind him, creating waves. There he goes. Well, that was absolutely lovely, so peaceful, so serene. Thanks for joining me on my walk through the village of Kanoni, Brunch at Skyview and the monastery here. Absolutely so peaceful, so serene. It really is lovely. It's clouded over, it's cooled down. You could probably still get sunburn, but it's absolutely lovely here, so peaceful. You must come here if you visit. A real joy, it really is. So the next video will be Travel Home Day. After this video, if you want to join me on Travel Home Day, please do. So as always, everybody, if you enjoy watching my videos, please remember to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell for when I upload new videos. This pushes the video out to other people who might be interested in visiting Kanoni, visiting the monastery here and coming down with the water and watching some planes take off and land. It really is spectacular. So and also it pushes the videos out to other people. So thanks again, everybody, and look forward to seeing you in the next video. Travel home. Thanks, everybody. Bye bye.